Hello guys, how is it going? So yeah, another day, another 日本語を勉強している. Alright, let's just put that here and yeah, 毎日日本語を勉強している. It's just how it is. 390 390 395日連続 395日連続. Yeah, let's just continue with
Good
Tokini
evening,
Andy
ladies.
today. Lesson 5. So we got 4 more videos to go to finish this playlist. I really want to finish this playlist so we can continue with other things as well. Yeah, let's just finish it. Because then I want to go back to the N4 grammar points, Anki deck. I really want to finish making it. So, or fix it basically. It's done. It's almost done. No, it's done, like completely done, but we need to fix it. So, after finishing this playlist, I'm going to go back to N4, finish it. I think I can finish it quickly. And also finish the transitive, intransitive grammar points. But yeah, let's just get to it. This week was actually very fun to make. This week actually was very fun. We played a lot of Shinchan 3 days in a row. And KM presented to us amazing presentation about proverbs, which was very interesting. So yeah, let's just get to it and just start reading or listening, basically, watching. Can we do 30 minutes of hasta and temo? なんと言っても question word and temo plus 旅に not hasta 旅に okay 30 minutes. I think 30 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Quartet Lesson 5, Part 1 live stream. Today we are going to be covering question word plus temo. 旅に Hazuda, teoku, and naideoku. Those are the 4 sections we're going to be covering today. Next time, we're going to be covering the next 5 sections. These are the colors we're going to be using for all of our sentences in these lessons. Light blue covers the grammar points, and these colors are for vocabulary words that haven't shown up yet in either Genki or Quartet. And we give you this color to let you know what JLPT level they're from. If it's how this goes, is YouTube, of course. Look at this video because it does help the video get out to, they see you hit that like button and they think, oh, so that we know you mean it. All right, so with that said, are you guys ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Why don't we go ahead and jump into no matter what with question word plus temo. So we've already covered temo, right? Verb like tabetemo, even if you eat, or tanoshikutemo, even if it's fun, or najective demo, so kirei demo, even if it's clean or pretty. Noun demo, andi demo, even Andy. We've already covered that a while ago, I think in Genki 1 or 2, but this is a little bit different. This is a question word like nani, doko, dare, dore, things like that, plus temo, which makes it mean no matter what, or no matter who, or no matter where, or when, right? Any of those things, any type of question word, what we call in English WH words plus temo. You get that. If you take nani plus a counter and use verb temo, it means no matter how many of that thing. So that's one little extra thing there. So that's what we're going to be covering in this section. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first examples. They're quite straightforward. We have and use verb temo.
So question verb temo, so it's te form basically.
Okay. Examples, they're quite straightforward. We have いくら食べても futoranai. So no matter how much you eat, or I eat, I don't gain weight. Depending on who the subject or the topic of the sentence is, it would be dependent on context. In this case, I made it myself, so no matter how much I eat, I don't gain weight. So ikura is how much. It could be for money, it could be for anything you're able to count. So ikura tabete mo futoranai. Not even like you can't necessarily count how much you eat. So it just means how much. So いくら食べても太らない. No matter how much I eat, I don't gain weight. So you see how the meaning changes there from a normal temo, right? 食べても太らない means even if I eat, I don't get fat. But いくら食べても太らない means no matter how much I eat, I don't gain weight. It's close. It's similar, right? It's subtle, the difference. But it is a little bit different. So いくらお金があっても買えないものがある. I feel like this is a line from Psyche K. So no matter how much money you have, there are things you cannot buy. It was an episode we just watched. いくらお金があっても買えないものがある. But it was after we wrote this sentence, so that doesn't matter.
How much I eat? いくら食べて. So we always use いくら食べても太らない. No matter how much I eat, I don't get fat. いくらお金があってもある became あっても for te form. いくらお金があっても買えないものがある.
So we've got the いくら again, how much, and てもあっても, right? ある becomes あっても. And you can put a predicate in between the question word and ても. So in this case, the predicate is お金がある. お金があっても買えないものがある. There are things you can't buy.
Okay.
Our next sentence, we have Dikomo because, Docomo is an actual company here, but we don't want to get sued by using their name in a lesson. So we've got Dikomo nara, if it's Dikomo, doko ni itte mo denwa ga tsunagaru. If it's Dikomo nara, no matter where, doko ni itte mo, you are, so iru, itemo. This is not the iku. Dan pointed this out to me when he was checking the slides earlier. Thank you very much, sir. This is the existence iru. So doko ni itemo, wherever you are, wherever you exist, you can make a phone call or you get a signal. Denma ga tsunagaru means you get a signal or you can make a call. Right. Next one is watashi.
Dikomo nara, doko ni itemo, 電話がつながる. No matter where you are, どこにいても you can make a phone call. 電話がつながる.
So that's the topic, me. 何を見ても驚きません. As for me, no matter what I look at, 何を見ても I won't be surprised. 驚きません. I think there's plenty of things that would surprise me. But anyway, this one is 私は, as for me, 何を見ても no matter what I look at, 驚きません. I won't be surprised. Our next one uses どれ, which is which for 3 or more items. So, どれを選んでも結果は同じだと思う. So no matter which you choose, どれを選んでも no matter what you choose, 結果は as for the result, 同じだと思う. It will be the same, I think. Pretty harsh words there. ディズニーランドは誰と行っても楽しめます. So as for Disneyland, that's the topic. No matter who you go with, 誰と行っても楽しめます. You can enjoy it. Got a few more examples here. That's the topic. でも
どれを選んでも結果は同じだと思う. No matter which you choose, どれを選んでも結果は the end result 結果 is the same. 同じだと思う is the same.
No matter what you choose, 結果は as for the result 同じだと思う. It will be the same.
ディズニーランドは
pretty harsh words there.
誰と言っても
ディズニーランドは誰と言っても楽しめます. So as for Disneyland, that's the topic. No matter who you go with, 誰と言っても楽しめます. You can enjoy it. Got a few more examples here. Topic.
ディズニーランドは誰と言っても no matter where you go, no matter who you go with, 誰と言っても no matter who you go with 楽しめます. You can enjoy it. 誰と言っても楽しめます.
No matter who you go with, 誰と言っても楽しめます. You can enjoy it. got a few more examples here. These
犬は
ones are using
何
counters,
匹
so
い
that's
て
why we
も
have these
可愛
extra
い
ones here. These are 犬は so the topic is as for dogs or as for a dog. 何匹いても
何匹いても
可愛い no
可愛い
matter how many there are, they're cute. All of them, basically, right? So we have a counter here plus 何 so 何匹いても no matter how many there are. 可愛い they're cute. いい映画は as for good movies. 何回 so the counter here is 回 amount of times. 何回見ても面白い so
見ても
何
面白い
回 or 何度 there's also 度 could be used here. 何回 or 何度 means no matter how many times you do this thing. Well, if we think of this as X and Y, so no matter how many times you do this, this is true, whatever comes after it. So that's the main point of this, right? No matter what, this. So no matter how many times, this.
何回見ても Wait, as for
Both could be used here. 何回 or 何度 means no matter how many
何回
times you do this thing.
何回見ても
Well, if we think of this as X and Y, so no matter how many there are, 可愛い they're cute. いい映画は as for good movies.
何回
何
見
回
ても
so the counter here is 回 amount of times. 何回見ても面白い so
面白い
何回 or 何度 there's also 度 could be used here. 何回 or 何度 means no matter how many times you do this thing. Well, if we think of this as X and Y, so no matter how many times you do this, this is true, whatever comes after it. So that's the main point of this, right? No matter what, this. So no matter how many times, this. No matter how many times you watch it, it's interesting or it's funny, depending on if it's a comedy or whatever, I guess. All right, we have also got 何度 here. So 何度失敗しても諦めないで頑張りました。So no matter how many times I failed, 何度. So there's that 何度 I was talking about. No matter how many times, so 何度 here.
何回見ても面白い For example, no matter how many times you watch them 何回 so no matter how many times
no matter how many times you watch it, it's interesting or it's
面白い
funny, depending on if it's a comedy or whatever, I guess. All right, we have also got
何度
何度 here. So 何度失敗しても諦めないで頑張りました。So no matter how many times I failed, 何度 So there's that 何度 I was talking about. No matter how many times I failed, 失敗しても諦めないで I didn't give up, 頑張りました。And I worked hard.
何度失敗しても no matter how many times I failed 失敗したらどう If you fail what? So 失敗する means to fail 何度失敗しても諦めないで頑張りました No matter how many times I failed, I worked hard without giving up.
This is our last little interesting example. It's どんなに So this is no matter how okay どんなに料理が美味しくても So no matter how delicious the food is, no matter it doesn't matter what extent the level of deliciousness is, doesn't matter the extent of it. どんなにこれ以上食べられない I can't eat any more than this.
どんなに料理が美味しくてもこれ以上食べられない No matter how delicious the food is, I can't eat any more than this.
どんなに料理が美味しくてもこれ以上食べられない So you can use any question word before ても and it will change the meaning slightly to mean no matter whatever that question word is. So no matter how much or no matter how many or no matter how many times. And it makes whatever comes after that ても always true. So now we're going to move into the dialogue, and that's where we're going to be changing things slightly from today. Yuki is going to be taking a part in the dialogue from now on, and we're both going to be on screen for these. So here's what's going to happen. We are going to read it one time without it on screen slowly. Then I'm going to put it back on screen, so you'll be able to see. You won't be able to see Yuki anymore, but we're still going to read it together. So we're going to read it slowly once. And you just listen, right? You're not going to be able to read along with us, so just listen. Then we'll bring it back on the screen for you to be able to watch and try and get the meaning from just listening. You ready?
はい。こんばんは。
こんばん
皆
は。
さん、こんにちは。
はい。
はい、私、安売りします。
お願いします。
はい。じゃあ、私から。
はい。ゆっくりでお願いします。
今日は 何か食べたいものがあ
Where's
る
the text?
ないかな
何も
なんでもいいよ。
もういいよ。
やだそれ。
それ。
何か決めてくれない？
わかったわかった。
わかった。
どこかに行こう。
本
本当？
当？いいよ。
いいよ。
どこでもいい？
いいよ。
いいよ。どこでもいい？
いいよ。
でもいい？
いいよ。寿司はどう？回転寿司ならどの店でも好きだから。
やったー！ハマがいい。
Alright, so let's go ahead over the English translations and Yuki will be back for the next dialogue. Okay. So the first sentence was 今日は何か食べたいものがある? So do you have anything you want to eat today? 今日は today, that's the topic. As for today, 何か something 食べたい want to eat もの thing がある do you have? Easy, right? ないかな? Not really. Or I guess not. 何も? Nothing? 何でもいいよ. 何でもいい just means anything is fine. 何でもいい. Anything is fine. やだそれ. Don't give me that. Or やだ. I don't like that. それ, that. This is a very common conversation between the two of us, by the way, just so you know. 何か決めてくれない? Won't you decide on something for me? So this 決めてください, you bring that down a couple levels of politeness to more just, friends. 決めてくれない? We did てくれる a while ago, and this comes from that. You make it the negative, and it can be sort of a request. 何か決めてくれない? Won't you decide on something for me? わかった。Okay, okay. どこかに行こう? Why don't we go somewhere? 本当? Really? いいよ. Okay. どこでもいい? Anywhere is okay? いいよ. Sure. 寿司はどう? How about sushi? 回転寿司なら If it's 回転寿司, so 回転寿司 is the ones where sushi comes around on conveyor belts, right? And you can order stuff on screen and it comes flying down the tracks to you. Maybe if there's Kappa Sushi used to have train tracks, stuff like that. Some of them just come floating around with the normal stuff on like a special plate so that you know it's yours. I did this dialogue because it's actually the reading section in the lesson, in lesson 5 of Quartet, is based on sushi. So this can help you get some vocabulary that might help you in reading the reading section of this lesson in Quartet. We should have been doing stuff like that from the beginning. I just thought of it this time. So anyway, because of its kaiten sushi, I like it no matter what shop it is. どの店でも no matter what shop it is. どの店でも好きだから I like it. やったー Yay!
どの店でも no matter what shop.
Hamagai. I want hamazushi. So, hamazushi actually. So the name of the place is Hamazushi. We call it hama. Yuki was saying that she thinks that might just be that might be our word for it. Most people might not just call it hama. She says she feels like most people will actually say the full name, Hamazushi ni ikitai. But for some reason, we always just call it hama. So I wanted to make it as natural as, our normal conversations. So we kept it like this. But just keep in mind that if you just say hama ni ikitai to someone, they might not know what you mean. You'll probably want to say the full word, which is hamazushi. All right. And that brings us to question time. So, どこに行っても, no matter where you go, 何を必ず持っていきますか? What do you bring with you without fail? For example, どこに行っても, no matter where you go, 必ずノートパソコンを持っていきます. I bring my laptop without fail. どこに行っても, no matter where I go, 必ず梅干しを持っていきます. This is Yuki's. I bring without fail 梅干し, which is pickled plums. That's true. Dried pickled plums, usually. She always has a couple dried pickled plums on her. So, you can use this format in the beginning of your sentence. It should be
どこに行っても必ずスマホを持っていきます。
どこに行っても no matter where I go
携帯
必ず
どこに行っても必ず携帯を持っていきます。
and then the thing that you bring. 何々を持っていきます. That is your answer. Please put Q time in front of it. And I'll jump into chat now to see how everyone's doing. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to whenever with tabi ni, right? So tabi ni, means whenever. That's it. It just means whatever. And you can put it only after verbs in their dictionary form and nouns. If you use, a noun before tabini, you need to have the no particle between the noun and tabini. So let's jump into some example sentences.
温泉に行くたびに
行くたびに
温泉に行くたびに
肌がきれいになる。
きれいになる
Whenever I go to the onsen. So go needs to be in the dictionary form. 温泉に行くたびに肌がきれいになる。Whenever I go to the onsen, my skin becomes cleaner or prettier, whichever one you prefer.
Wait, hada means skin? I thought it was hifu. Wait, hada means skin, huh? What, hifu? So, hada means skin, huh? Skin, hada, texture, body. What about hifu? Hifu also means skin. What's the difference then? Skin disease. Hifu byo. Wait, maybe hifu is like a more body surface deposit. Maybe hifu is a more formal or something.
At one time I went to the onsen, my skin became cleaner. Every time I go to the onsen, without fail, whenever it's clean. That Tokini tabini or prettier, whichever one you prefer. So what would be the difference between 温泉に行くときに肌がきれいになる? That would be so what would be the difference between 温泉に行くときに肌がきれいになる? That would be when I go to the onsen, my skin becomes clean. It's generally going to be one time. When I go to the onsen that one time. Okay, just like English. When I go to the onsen versus whenever I go to the onsen. So the difference here is that every time I go to the onsen without fail, whenever, my skin becomes cleaner or prettier. Versus Toki, which is just that maybe that one time I went to the onsen, my skin became cleaner. It doesn't necessarily imply every single time you go to the onsen that your skin becomes cleaner. Toki. Tabini does imply that. So whenever I go to the onsen, my skin becomes cleaner or prettier. Okay. Next sentence is 外国のお菓子を食べるたびに That's a hard thing to say. 食べるたびに旅行に行きたくなる Whenever I eat foreign snacks, I start wanting to travel. 食べるたびに with when I tried to say
外国のお菓子を食べるたびに Whenever I eat foreign snacks, 外国のお菓子の旅行に行きたくなる
Tabini really fast. I'll often mess it up and say tabeni. So taberu tabini is probably good practice. Taberu tabini instead of messing it up and saying taberu tabeni. Right? It's easy to mess it up. They're very close. Taberu tabini. 旅行に行きたくなる Whenever I eat foreign snacks, I start wanting to travel. So that takunaru makes start wanting to travel. And of course, taberu is in the dictionary form. All right, next. カラオケに行くたびに声が枯れる Whenever I go to karaoke, カラオケに行くたびに Whenever I go to karaoke, カラオケ my voice becomes dry. 声が枯れる 枯れる means to become dry. 声が枯れる Iko, of course, is once again in the dictionary form. 美味しいと感じるたびに Whenever I feel like something is delicious, 食べ終わってしまうのが悲しい having to stop eating makes me sad. So, something to keep in mind here is that with tabini, you cannot have descriptive adjectives as the only thing that comes before tabini. You remember we couldn't have adjectives. It was just nouns or verbs. So you could not say おいしい
Iwin, how is it going? 大丈夫僕がいる大丈夫 I missed this sentence 大丈夫僕がいる How is it going? I haven't seen this sentence in a while. I miss JLab. It has been a long time since I did JLab. Daijoubu. Boku ga iru. How did you remember this? I miss this sentence so much. I need to go back to JLab one day. I haven't even finished JLab, to be honest. I need to finish it.
Whenever it's delicious.
But you,
食べ終
how
わって
is it
しまう
going?
のが悲しい。
I remember how you say it always. Yeah. It is my favorite sentence. It is my favorite sentence. Daijoubu. Boku ga iru. The best sentence ever.
You couldn't say
You should do it again. Yeah, we need to go back to JLab. We need to go back to JLab for sure. Let's finish those goals. Let's finish those goals. Because JLab, I still have a lot of JLab to do, to be honest. I haven't even finished JLab. Cannot believe it. It's been 1 week since I did Anki as well. We have a lot of due to do. So this is the Anki. No. JLab. We have a lot of JLab to do. Browse. No, stats. We have 1,300 more sentences to do. So we still have a lot to do from JLab. But not now, no. I want to finish the goals now. So we finished these videos. So we have 4 more videos only, 4 more videos. And then we finish Shinchan, of course. We finish transitive, intransitive. And we finish the N4. We finish fixing the N4. These are important goals that I need to finish. After that, we go back to JLab for sure. But yeah, Ewin, it actually made me happy. Just for left, yeah. 4 videos left. But it actually made me happy that you remember the Daijoubu. Boku ga iru. I almost forgot about it.
美味しいと感じるたびに
But yeah.
悲しい。You also can't have adjectives
Beautiful.
only existing alone in the second sentence. Either you need to have a verb or a noun as the main part of both. So
決して忘れない。決して忘れない。決して忘れない。But actually, 消して means to erase, huh? 消して isn't 消して supposed to be this one? 消して no? Or no, not this one, no. Or yeah, this one, yeah, ever, yeah, 消して double 小さい2. This is the first kanji with a 小さい2 in it, in the kanji. Do you know what I mean? Like the 小さい2 is in the kanji. So you do not see it. Very interesting.
決して、
Go the 小さい2, yeah. 決して。
決して、
Very interesting kanji. In the furigana, you know? 決して. Like usually the 小さい2 you see it outside. Like with the hiragana, with the rest of the hiragana. But this one is embedded in the kanji. But yeah. Is it the first though? It's the first one I see. I don't know. If there are more. Definitely there are more. But yeah, very interesting. 決する.
決する、
決する means to decide, to determine. 決する. 決して. Very interesting.
食べ終わってし
決す to decide as well.
決す、
決す. 決する to decide to the same thing. 決す.
決、
決 to vote. 決 decision, vote. 決. Very interesting.
しまう。In the beginning,
Another example is 達する. To reach. Alright.
達する、
達する. Okay, 達す.
達す。
達す. Touch.
立ち、
It's the same kanji as Tachi. My name. Okay, very interesting. It appears Prepares with that with some kanji plus suru, huh? Okay, okay. Because it rhymes, like chisaitsu with suru. Alright.
We'll see 美味しいと感じる. You have to have that 感じる. You can't say 美味しいたびに. It needs to be 美味しいと感じる or some other verb that you could use along with the adjective. 美味しいと感じるたびにね. Alright. To be 美味しいと感じるたびに or some other verb that you could use along with the adjective. 美味しいと感じるたびにね. Alright, along with the 美味しい
と感じるたびに食べ終わってしまうのが悲しい. Whenever I feel like something is delicious, 美味しいと感じるたびに having to stop eating makes me sad. 食べ終わってしまうのが悲しい. 美味しいと感じる
or some other verb that you could use along with the adjective. 美味しいと感じるたびにね. Alright. 写真を見るたびに. So whenever I look at a picture, 写真を見るたびに. Once again, it's in the dictionary form. 前飼っていたペットを思い出す. So whenever I look at pictures, I remember the pets I used to have. 前か is touch. Or the pets I had before.
前か is remember.
前飼っていたペットを思い出す. 思い出す is to remember.
Okay. 前か means to remember.
をたびに. Whenever I look at a picture, 写真
を見るたびに.
Once again, it's in the dictionary form. 前飼っていたペットを思い出す. So whenever I look at pictures,
写真を見るたびに.
I remember the pets I used to have.
前飼っていたペットを思い出す.
Or the pets I had before. 前飼っていたペットを思い。
前飼っていた is they used to have. Used to have. My cow. So cow is to have, huh? Cow. Cow. I've seen it in Duolingo. To own. Okay, to keep a pet or animal. Cow. Okay, cow. Alright, 飼っていた。私も猫を飼っている。I own a pet. I have a pet. I keep a pet. Okay, 私も猫を飼っている。Alright, 前飼っていた is used to have. In the past, have before. Okay. So 写真を見るたびに前飼っていたペットを思い出す。思い出す。Thoughts to come out, so remember.
思い出す is to remember. 不安なことを考えるたびに. So whenever I think about things that make me anxious, so 不安なこと, things that make me anxious, を考える whenever I think about them, たびに. 心配で眠れない. Due to worry, I can't sleep. Once again, 考える is in the
不安なことを考えるたびに whenever I think about something that makes me anxious, fun means anxious, huh? 不安なことを考えるたびに心配で眠れない. I can't sleep because of worry. 心配で眠らない.
Dictionary form. And 不安 can't be on its own, right? It's an adjective. 不安なたびに you can't say that. 不安なことを感じるたびに心配で眠れない。家族のことを思い出すたびに whenever I remember my family 恋しくなる I miss them 恋しくなる You can turn e-adjectives into sort of verbs by using くなる right? The e-adjectives 楽しくなる That means the main portion of the predicate is a verb. So naru is the main part of it. So it's fine to do that. Koishiku naru. I miss them. サッカーの試合は as for soccer games ゴールのたびに whenever there is a verb
家族の 家族のことを思い出すたびに、whenever I remember my family, 恋しくなる. So 恋 means to miss, huh? I missed them, okay.
Or what? Yeah, whenever there's a not a verb.
試合は
Whenever there is a goal.
ゴールの
So
たび
here we're
に
using a noun, and you need the
す
no
ご
particle
く
between
盛
the
り
noun
上が
and
る。
たびに。ゴールのたびに。
ゴールのたびに
すごく
すごく
盛り上がる。
盛り上がる。
The crowd goes wild. So
What? すごく盛り上がる。Okay.
I translate.
案内 Wait, is it 案内 No. What? 不安
不安
不安不安不安安全じゃない。Wait, 不安 means 安全じゃない。Not safe. To feel unsafe. Worried, anxious. Wait, so 不安 Okay. 不 means
不
an. Fu means an. Fu, the first kanji, means non, negative prefix. Bu also means the same. Okay, so fun. Anzen janai. Anzen janai. Anzen means safety, security.
安全
Anzen, ansen. Okay, cheap, yasu. All right, all right. Yeah, one of the prefixes, huh? Anzen, fun. Okay,
This.
Wait, if we write fuben, which means is the same. Fuben means inconvenience, but benri, is the same thing, is the same thing. So fun. Okay, so fun is anzen. Same kanji. Like benri, like sakana. No, mu. Mu means nothing. Nil, zero. Okay. Bu means an. Negative prefix, non. Benri fuben. Fan, anzen, fan. Okay. Okay. Anzen, fan. Benri fuben. Very interesting. Okay, don't think I'll ever forget that. Yuki once explained me about Benri and Fuben, and I never forgot Benri and Fuben. So now I don't think I will ever forget Anzen and Fan. So fault, error, he.
ひ
And of course, fu means prefix, negative prefix. Okay.
ふ
Fu. Alright, very 面白い。Okay, 面白いですね。Alright. So, Fan.
This sort of
Okay.
liter
サッカー
not
の試合はゴールのたびにすごく盛り上がる。
literally. I
For soccer
translated it
games,
sort of
whenever there is a
creatively.
goal, the crowd
So,
goes wild.
すごく盛り上がる. 盛り上がる just means for things to get really lively or something, or to be really, really fun, or to, well, it means like the crowd goes wild in this situation. すごく盛り上がる. The crowd goes wild.
盛り上がる。
Here we have another noun. So we have
若い時は
若い時は when I was young, or as for when I was young, 飲み会のたびに.
飲み会の
So
たびに
whenever there was a drinking party, 飲み会のたびに, whenever there was a drinking party, 記憶がなくなった。
記憶
I
が
would lose my
なくなった。
memory, or my memory, 記憶が would
記
disappear.
So 記憶 is
なくな
memory, 記憶がなくなった。
That's not good. All right, it is time to jump into the dialogue, which means Yuki.
勇気がいま
再
す。
びこんにち
How is it
は
going, ヤンマサなどの漢字が否定やdenial 否定セット時 prefix や
あ
All right,
Yuki
so
がいます
once again, we will read it slowly. You can't see it on the screen, so please
Ewing.
listen and try to pick up on the meaning just from listening. We'll read it slowly once, then we'll bring it back on the screen and read it at a full speed, regular pace. Yuki won't be on screen for that, sorry, but you'll be able to read it then. So for now, just listen. Here we go.
はいあー浜は最高
うん、美味しいよね。この時間だと混んでいないしね。
うん
うん
テーブルがいいよね
うん、お願い。
お願い
41番だっ
一
て
番だって
最初に何を食べようかな
俺は
俺は
はま寿司に行くたびに必ず焼肉のやつとブリを食べる。
私もそれがいい。あと、大トロがいいな。あと、イカとサンマを食べたい。
いいね。頼みな。All right, now we're going to go at full speed. So we're going to pop the words up on screen for you. And お願いします。
ああ、ハマは最高。
うん、美味しいよね。この時間だと混んでいないしね。
うん、テーブルがいいよね。
うん、お願い。
41番だって。最初に何を食べようかな。
俺ははま寿司に行くたびに必ず焼肉のやつとブリを食べる。
私もそれがいい。あと、大トロがいいな。あと、イカとサンマを食べたい。
いいね。頼みな。
いいね。
Alright, so let's go over the translation.
Okay,
We'll say hello to Yuki.
First time Yuki is with us.
ありがとうございます。
バイバイ。
Alright, so the first sentence was ハマは最高。ハマ is the best. ハマは最高。Remember, ハマ is ハマ寿司。
yep. 私はヤンマサネキシウルチンウニがいいです。ウニがいい。Wait, what's that? Seasoned sea urchin eggs. What is that?
Yep. 美味しいよね。It's good, isn't it? Or, excuse me, it's delicious, isn't it?
Yes, sea urchin. What's sea urchin? I don't even know it in English, to be honest. Wait, what's that? Sea urchin. Sea urchin. What is this? Yan Masa Neki. Wait, is it Neki or Niki? Yan Masa Neki. Or Niki. Wait, Yan Masa, I forgot. Is it Neki or Niki? Wait, Ani, Oni-san. I forgot. Wait, younger brother. Wait, Oni-san. Niki desu. Okay. So, Ani-san. Ani desu. Okay.
この時間だと at this time of day, or when it's this time of day, 混んでいないしね。It's not crowded either, is it?
Yanmasa, I always forget the young older brother with older sister. Is it Ani? Is it Ane? I keep forgetting. I keep confusing them.
混んでいる or
We call that sea hedgehog. Sea hedgehog. Yeah, I've never seen one. Aniki, yeah, Aniki for older brother. So Ani is older brother and Ane is older sister. Okay. Ane, Aniki and Aniki.
Homu is to be.
I keep confusing Niki, but I think if I keep call you Yanmasa Niki, I'll never forget Ani and Ane.
Crowded.
Right.
You can say this when there's like a traffic jam or whatever, so the road is crowded or a store is crowded. Komu. And you usually use the teiru form when it's crowded at the time. So kondeiru. In this case, it's not usually crowded at this time of day. この時間だと混んでいないしね. That she I've translated as either.
At this time of the day, it's not crowded. この時間だと混んでいないしね.
It's not crowded either, is it? Yep.
テーブルがいいよね.
You want a table, right? お願い. Yep,
お願い.
41番だって. This says it's table 41. 最初に何を食べようかな. I wonder what I'll eat first. 俺ははま寿司に行くたびに. So there's our grammar point. Well, me, whenever I go to はま寿司.
俺ははま寿司に行くたびに
必ず without fail 焼肉のやつとブリを食べる. I eat the 焼肉 one and ブリ Japanese amberjack.
キプロスでは ウニは食べますか？いいえ。キプロスでは、ウニはいません。いません。I've never seen one. Wait, one. Let me check it again. It was a hedgehog. Sea hedgehog, huh? I think 食べません. I've never seen it before. I don't know. So what's inside? Like, is there Niku inside? It's common in clean, shallow waters. We probably have them, but I've never seen. I don't know. We have clean, shallow waters, but like I've never seen a restaurant, for example. いないんですね. I've never seen like a restaurant offer this dish. To be honest, I've never seen, but because maybe I don't go to a lot of restaurants, to be honest. But maybe there is. I don't know. Maybe I'm making mistakes. I don't usually eat from restaurants, to be honest. I make my own food. Odoroki no jijutsu. Maybe there is. Maybe imasu. But I didn't see it. I don't know. Yeah, you also don't get it in a restaurant here either. Probably, huh? You don't have it either. Yeah. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Kypros ni wa, even though Kypros ni wa, umi, doko demo, umi ga imasu. Umi wa, how to say it? Wait, I need to say it in Japanese. Even though, wait, let me say it in Japanese. English to Japanese. Okay. Even though we have a lot of water, wait, Kypros ni wa, umi ga, Kypros ni wa, umi ga iru no ni, seafood, how to say seafood? Seafood. シーフード。
シーフード。魚介類。
魚介類は人気じゃない。魚介類は人気じゃない。海があります。キプロスにはどこでも海があるのに、シーフードは
魚介類
は人気じゃない。なんでよ。どこにでもある。It is. Okay, let me write it in Japanese. Even though in Cyprus there is sea. Basically, even though Cyprus is an island, キプロスは島のに、シーフードは人気じゃない。Even though Cyprus is an island, seafood is not famous. It's not popular. Yeah, Yan Masaniki. Kypros人はseafood. How to say seafood, bro? シーフードは人気がない。シーフードは人気がない。シーフード、や。
キプロスは島国であるにもかかわらず、シーフードは人気がない。
人気がない。キプロス人はレア。シーフードは Shifudo desu. Yeah, shifudo desu. It's we do like Cyprus people do not eat a lot of seafood, not going to lie. They eat fish, calamari maybe. Do you know calamari? Calamari. Demo, but only when they go to the beach. Only when they go to the beach. No, this one. Most of the time, itsudemo is like niku ga imasu. Calamari.
So,
but yeah, bro, Yanmasa, I think give me calamari. それはもったいない。せっかくの海の幸。海の幸。Seafood。海の幸。Seafood。でもギリシャではシーフードはとても人気です。ギリシャでは。But I don't know what's the reason Cypriot don't eat a lot of seafood. I don't know. でも日本ではシーフードはとても人気です。とても人気です。Yeah, I think in Japan is very popular. I think because Cyprus, because historically, fruits of the sea, umi no sachi, fruits of the sea, products of the sea.
海の幸。
Umi no sachi. You know why? Yanmasa, this is a history lesson, okay? I'll show you the map. Cyprus. Wait. This is a history Rekshi. Rekshi no lesson wa. Rekshi no shime or forgot how to say lesson. Cyprus map. Okay. I will tell you why, Yanmasa, bro. Yanmasa Niki. Because Kypros wa totemo invaders. A lot of invaders. How to say invaders? Invaders. Historically, とても
侵略者
昔とても侵略者はlike throughout the years とても侵略者はが来ます。So キプロス人はthey didn't live on the coast. They would always go inside. So they couldn't, like, Kypros人は always lived like inside, like here in these places. Wait, let me Google Maps. Because the invaders were coming from the coast, like north, south, Nishi, Wagi. Because the invaders were coming like from here, they would come from here, from the south, Minami, Nishi, Kita, invaders from Kita, from Ida. So the coast was dangerous. How to say dangerous? Abunai. Coast. How to say coast? Coast. 海岸はとても危ない。Historically, 歴史昔、キプロス人は center. How to say center? I keep forgetting words. Center. キプロスの中心にいます。住んでいました。キプロス人はキプロスの中心に住んでいました。Soシーフードは人気がない。Only recently 最近だけ people started, like, everything, life became safer. So people started moving to the coast and started building and started fishing a lot of fish. So, but traditionally, the more like people would eat from the mountain, like goats, sheep, and stuff like that. So this is a history lesson. I think someone told me, some teacher talked about this. なるほど。内陸部
内陸部。
住んでいた。Yeah, to live inlands, yeah. Because coast, what's the coast? The coast was dangerous. 海岸はとても、危ないですね。So that's the reason, traditional Cypriot cuisine, シーフードは人気がない。I think I made a presentation, 発表 about Kypros no tabemono, and it was clear, it was obvious. I did not mention any fish because there is no traditional fish cuisine, which is very obvious. Very obvious. よくわかりました。From the dishes I made, from the PowerPoint I made, it was clear there was no 魚はいませんでした。キプロス食べ物。It was all like sheep, lamb. Like souvlaki is the most important. Is 魚がない。魚じゃない。Halloumi, which was goat cheese. Kleftiko, which was meat, lamb. Sheftalia, again, lamb and stuff like that. And yeah, sakana ga nai. It's not ninki. Sakana wa ninki janai. And motto dishes. More dishes. Maybe for as a meze, which is a side dish. Fukusai. We may have some sakana. But it's ninki ga nai. So yeah. 歴史のレッスン。いや、まさに歴史のレッスン。中央、middle. Okay, yeah. So let's just finish this.
I don't know fish names in English, so I put the fish name in Japanese here anyway, because I don't know what a Japanese amberjack is, but I do know what buri is, because we don't eat fish where I'm from in America, so I don't know fish names. What name in Japanese? Yep, please. 41番だって。This says it's table 41. 最初に何を食べようかな I wonder what I'll eat first. 俺ははま寿司に行くたびに So there's our grammar point. Well, me, whenever I go to はま寿司、必ず without fail 焼肉のやつとブリを食べる。I eat the yakiniku one and buri, Japanese amberjack. So I don't know fish names in English, so I put the fish name in Japanese here anyway, because I don't know what a Japanese amberjack is, but I do know what buri is, because we don't eat fish where I'm from in America, so I don't know fish names, especially sea fish. But I do eat fish in Japanese, so that means I know a lot more fish words in Japanese than I do in English. And I feel like that's going to be true for a lot of you guys as well. So I left the the Japanese here as buri, which is Japanese amberjack, just in case some of you do know about fish. Yakiniku one. So the yakiniku no yatsu. Yatsu is sort of it's not slangy, but it's certainly not a polite word. But it means one, just like the yakiniku one, or it can also mean that guy or them or whatever, ne? Something like that. So the yakiniku one. So I don't know what it's actually called. Yakiniku no yatsu to buri.
Well, whenever I go to Hamasushi, 俺はHamasushiに行くたびに
食べる。私もそれがいい。I also want that. あと、also, 大トロがいいな。I want 大トロ, which is the fat underbelly of tuna. It's considered very high quality. あと、イカとサンマを食べたい。Also, I want to eat squid and Pacific celery. They're very long fish. Sanma. I didn't put the Japanese in this English, but サンマね。いいね。頼みな。Nice. いいね。Excuse me. Go for it. 頼みな. Literally order it. So this tanomina is a little bonus bonus point. I think we've talked about it before, but
Naidu.
it comes from tanominasai. Tanomu means to order. Tanominasai is like a polite command to order. You often say to kids or people that are very close to you or people who are below you in rank, whatever, tanominasai. But if you can cut off the sai, tanomina, which is a very friendly way. Don't say it to your boss, but a very friendly way to say, do it, go for it. Or in this case, order it. So if you wanted to say go for it as in eat it, tabena, go ahead and eat it.
Can you say dozo as well? Dozo.
Okay, so question time. Maru maru ni iku, or any verb, tabi ni nani nani wo suru という形で文章を作ってください. So please make a sentence in this format. 〇〇に行く or any verb. 旅に〇〇をする. So I just want you to make a sentence using this grammar point. Super simple. Maybe not. Maybe you have to think a little bit, but I'm leaving it wide open for you. So, for example, ライブをするたびにお客さんが何人いてもドキドキする. So, whenever I do a live show, ライブをするたびにお客さんが何人いても no matter how many viewers or visitors there are, I guess, I don't know what you would call the crowd at a show, but no matter how many of those people there are, ドキドキする. So I used the grammar point from last section as well. スーパーに行くたびにジュースを買います. So there's actually something to be learned in this one. So you also cannot use たびに for things that are habitual. So you can't use tabini for things like every time I brush my teeth, as long as you're brushing your teeth every day, which you should be. You can't use it for things like every time I eat, because you should be eating every day as well, unless you're fasting. But you still couldn't use it for that because habitually you're going to be eating. You can't use it for habits, things that you do all the time regularly, like every time I go to school. Can't use it like that. It needs to be for things that are not right? Habitual.
Okay,
so
okay.
in this case, the reason I can say スーパーに行くたびに, you would think, well, you go to the supermarket every week, right? But no, I generally don't. Yuki goes to the supermarket a lot more than me. I'll go with her sometimes. So like once in a while, once a month or something. So I can use tabini because it's not habitual for me. It's not a everyday thing. It's not a shukan, right? It's not anything like that. So super ni iku tabi ni, whenever I go to the supermarket, juice o kaimasu. I buy juice. And by juice, I mean soda, like ginger ale or something. In Japanese, ginger ale, Coke, stuff like that, they're called juice. Just so you know. Okay, so please make a sentence similar to these using nani nani ni iku tabi ni or tabi ni, or it doesn't have to be iku, something you do. Nani nani o suru.
Work hard. How to say work hard? Work hard. 励む。ジムに行くたびにとても励む。
励む。
励む。ジムに行くたびにとても励む。とても励む。
Let's go ahead.
So yeah, guys, let's just end it here. Yeah, I learned a lot today, not going to lie. I learned a lot. So thank you very much. Ewin, thank you very much. I'll never forget. Wait, I forgot it already. Benre and Fuben. And Fuan and Anzen. Yeah, I know Anzen. Anzen means safe. Fuan means unsafe or anxious, worried. Okay. Yeah. Ewin. また明日 and oh, I lost it. また明日 and おやすみなさい。おやすみなさい。おやすみなさい。So, and we continue tomorrow. I don't know. Should we do transitive, intransitive, or maybe we continue with this because I really want to finish it. Only 3.5 video left. 3.5. We'll see. Depends on tomorrow. Either do transitive, intransitive, or we finish this playlist. Like for the next 4 days, we just go full on Tokini. Let's see. また明日 and おやすみなさい and like of course 決して止まらない決して止まらないまた明日 guys bye bye So yeah,